Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Prafull and today in this video we are going to dive into Smart India Hackathon 2024. So I have been a part of this hackathon since last 2 years, like in 2023 and 2022. Both of the times my team won this hackathon, and in 2023 we built a product for ISRO, and prior to that we built for Central Groundwater Group. So in this video I am going to share you 4 different points that you must know before going to the finals. And you can see those points on your screen. Like the first thing that we are going to discuss is how to choose problem statements, how to choose good problem statements. Like I have received lots of LinkedIn messages like how to choose problem statements. So the first part I'm going to cover is like how to choose a good problem statement so that you got shortlisted for the finals. The second thing will be how to create a good proposal for the problem statement, or how to approach those problem statements and create a good presentation for it, because presentations are the most important part of the hackathon. And the third thing that I'm going to discuss is like how much prototype you need to develop before going to the finals. So many students ask that do I need to complete the whole project before hackathon, or do I need to build whole things from scratch in the hackathon? So all your doubts will be cleared in this video. And at last, I will share you what will be the judging criteria, how they judge the winners. I'm going to share you all these golden tips in this single video. And I have worked with the judges for 6 months as I developed their prototype to a full-fledged software. So I know on what parameters they exactly judge the projects and students or the teams. So this video will be very useful for you if you are thinking to participate in Smart India Hackathon. So let's start this video without wasting any time and see what are those. So let's start with the first point, how to choose problem statements. And I have received lots of LinkedIn messages regarding this point, that how to choose a better problem statement. So as I got to know, from this year there is a rule that we can submit at most 2 problem statements, like the approaches of 2 problems. Prior to this, in 2023 or 2022, we were allowed to submit as many proposals as we want. But from now, we are restricted to choose only 2 problem statements. So we need to be very careful while choosing our problem statement. So if your team is completely beginner, or you think that you don't know much about technologies, or you don't know how to build software from scratch to inception, so in that case, I suggest you to choose one simpler problem statement which is very straightforward, which you think your team think that you can build very easily without any problem. So choose one problem in that section, and for the second problem, go for a complex one which is a little higher level. And this is the time of AI, ChatGPT, or you can research a little bit on Google about that problems, and you will definitely get some idea or approach how to solve those problems, and then you have to create a proposal or presentation. So your chances of shortlisting will be very high if you choose one complex problem statement because of the competition. Because in complex problems, and if you feel that your team is strong enough to solve any complex problem statement, then I suggest you to choose both the problem statement, the complex one, because if you choose your simpler problem statement, you will reduce your chances for being shortlisting. So better if you choose both the complex problem statements and find out the approach, do some research, and if you submit a proposal to a complex problem statement, the chances are very high that you will get shortlisted, because those problem statements are complex for each and everything, not just only for you. So that's why the submissions will be very less in those problem statements, 30 to 40 problem statements. You have to compete in between that only. So this was all about selecting a problem statement, and at the end of this video, I will also show you some problem statements which I think that I will submit with my team if I was a part of Smart India Hackathon 2023. So let's move to the second point. Now the second thing is how to create a how to create a approach or a PPT for that problem statement, how to create presentations. So I suggest you to write down the workflow in your notebook first. Try to note down things like how you are going to solve that problem, that given problem. Try to make block diagrams, workflow, how data is going on your software. And after that, you also need to make a use case diagram, like how users are going to use it's a kind of abstraction diagram that you have to show how does it look like for an end user and what features they will get. But apart from this, you have to also develop a workflow where you will show how the software is working internally to come to that outcome. So for that, you need to build a diagram or workflow kind of thing. So I suggest you to build that workflow on a notebook first, and after that, you can use any tool, online tool, to implement that in digital format. So you should include at least these 4 things in your presentation. And I will attach my PPT in the description box. You can check out the PPT which was shortlisted for ISRO and CGWD. I will attach both of those PPTs in the description box so that you can check out and see how we build that presentations. So in presentation section, I don't have much things to say, but I just want to say that keep it simple and easy to understand, and include these 2 things, workflow and use case. So this was all about presentations. Now the third thing and the most important thing is like how much UI, how much prototype we need to develop before hackathon. So this thing comes when the results are out for problem statements, and if you got shortlisted for any problem statement, start building that product from scratch before the hackathon. So I suggest you to complete the whole project before hackathon and try to make it working, try to add as more as features which are mentioned in that problem statement. And after that, if you go to the hackathon for finals, you just have to make modifications in those softwares, and the mentors will guide you what they exactly need, and you need to make some changes in those developed software, already developed prototype. So I don't develop anything before the results. Once the result for shortlisting came out, after that we need to develop the product and make it complete before going to the hackathons. Like from your end, at least make it working, so that if the mentors will guide you about the features, you just need to implement them and make it run in 48 hours. So this was all about implementation part. So the last part is judgment. Judgment depends on many factors, and the first one is the mentors will ask you, if the final starts from today, in the early morning, they will tell you that what are the features they exactly want in this product, and you have to complete those features in the next 48 hours. So they will check all those basic functionalities that they have asked in the first round of evaluation mentorship. So you have to complete all the basic functionality first. If you complete those things, you are into the winners category. And after that, you have to came up with the second thing is if you have to came up with some algorithm, some solution to that problem statement, which is innovative, or you can say very efficient, which others team are not doing. So you have to come up with the algorithm or the solution which solves that problem very uniquely and in an efficient manner. So if you came out with such kind of thing, such kind of algorithm or solution, definitely you are going to win the hackathon. And the third parameter will be like the acceleration factor. How much product you have developed in 48 hours. So in the first round, I suggest you to do not show all the product that you have built. Just show them that you have a base setup. You have not completely developed the prototype, and you are going to develop it in 48 hours. So they see the exact change that you have made in 48 hours. So if you have completed whole software in 48 hours, it's a plus point for you, and definitely it's going to affect your result. So better don't show them everything in the first round, show them gradually, and at the last round show them the whole product that you have developed this, and you came up with this algorithm during the 48 hours period. So this is how you can be a winning team. So this was all about Smart India Hackathon. I hope you all liked this video. So please make sure that you subscribe to our channel and share with your all team members. And if you have any kind of doubt, you can ask in comment box, or feel free to ask anything. And I have attached my presentations in description box. You can go and check it out. So bye guys, see you in the next video.